Manos, sou o Costa, estamos aqui para mais um vídeo de Hitman 3, o último jogo da trilogia de Hitman, meus amigos. Vamos para a missão Death in the Family, morte na família. Vamos, o fim da linha. Ok. Lembrando, o jogo não tem legendas em português, infelizmente. Vou dar o meu melhor, hein? Isto é o... Ela veio a casa, ok. Aí a outra. A Carlisle perdeu um império. Cais o suficiente e lembras-te daquilo que interessa. É o fim da linha. Prontos? Tu estás? Quem vais ser tu sem algo para te vingares? O fugitivo mais pesquisado do mundo. Vai ter que servir, né? Alexa Carlisle.
Alexa Carlisle is dead.
Está morta.
According to the funeral invitation, that is.
Ah, ela não está.
It caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking.
Pois.
Carlisle,
Ela não está nada morta. De acordo com os papéis, está morta.
has emerged from
Mas ela não
exile to
está.
tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster.
Ela pode ser um monstro, mas... Ok, mas tem que se admirar a inteligência dela. Descende de aristocratas. Ok, e o avô dela fez um império.
The family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media and technology.
Apesar de caladinhos, eles dominam isso tudo. Ok.
Alexa Carlisle is cold as ice,
Fria como gelo.
and sharp as a razor.
Ok, duro como unhas e afiado como uma lâmina. Ok. Ui, o local de nascimento da Providence, porque foi aqui que ela juntou as famílias. Começa aqui e acaba aqui. Poesia. No seu esplendor, ok.
Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture. So don't leave the
Elimina Alexa Carlisle. Então ela guarda uns documentos do outro maluco. Como é que ele se chama? Pronto, ela guarda do outro maluco. Pronto. Find the case file, que é o objetivo principal, mas pelo meio mata a Alexa Carlisle. Vamos a isso. Vamos a isso, malta. Okay. Casa da família Carlisle. Várias gerações. Tem 3 filhos adultos. Ok, vieram todos ao funeral dela.
Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear.
Ok, ela trouxe polícia. Acho que é isso.
And her guard detail is top-notch.
Pois,
so Mr. Gray
normal.
will secure their nearby
Que a segurança dela seja top.
Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears.
Ok.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Boa sorte. Dartmoor, England. Ora, há um investigador privado. Tenho uma reunião com ela.
That is
Pode ser.
Whitmer,
Ok.
the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
É verdade.
A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlisle
Pronto, o investigador
has
privado
arrived at Thornbridge Manor.
chegou.
If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame
Se o substituís, pode ser a oportunidade perfeita para te aproximares dela. Bom, mas eu consigo entrar dentro de casa. Ele vai passar por ali. Cala-te. Ok.
A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, A thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good.
Certíssimo.
Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlisle has asked me to assist you in any way possible.
Certíssimo.
Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
Não, vamos começar.
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Vamos lá começar, mas é. Que beber.
I'm obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madam Carlisle are of a delicate nature.
Certo.
You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow.
Certo.
Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all.
E eles não sabem então.
If they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
Certo.
I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madam Carlisle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Certíssimo.
Before you
É verdade,
inspect
isso é o que vai
crimes,
acontecer, não é?
I will tell you this.
Hum.
The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madam Carlisle's younger brother.
Ok.
He was found dead in his bed this morning.
Hum.
The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room.
Certíssimo.
However, Madam Carlisle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've
Okay.
prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This
Certo.
is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
Ok.
A locked room murder mystery 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body 47?
Ok. I'll scan.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons 47.
Investigar mais, não é? Ah,
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This
Por
could
quê?
explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
quer ver?
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night.
Certo.
Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
É. Pick up kitchen knife. Não quero. Ah, tem ali. Espera aí. Aqui, uma carta, né?
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting.
Certo.
It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Verdade.
I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
É verdade. Vamos lá ver então. Amigo.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty.
Hmm.
And Madam Carlisle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madam's family and myself as the only persons here when he died.
Pois
And
tu,
before
não?
you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you.
O que é que és
It's
tu
a
que
list
estás a
of the
preparar,
possible
bro?
suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madam Carlisle.
Certíssimo.
So how does one solve a murder mystery 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I
Certo.
suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Stay back. We're really
Vamos para a trigger.
spend a few bucks. A girl like
Cala-te só e
you
mostra-me lá
deserves
que não
that.
foste
I
tu.
don't know. I think Patrick is giving
Patrick
you a really
Carlisle.
hard time. You
Can you
deserve
tell
better
me
than that,
where you
Lawrence.
were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out.
Ok.
Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle.
Diz-me, o que é que
I took
fizeste?
that pretty blonde, Rosie,
Aye.
for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Ok.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexa used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy
Pensas do
chose
Zachary,
looks and
então?
brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
É, na última noite.
I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him.
Pois, eu
He
também
could
não...
have done it.
Certíssimo. Vamos aos próximos.
Oh,
É que alguém? Alô?
Rebecca Carlisle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I.
Certo.
I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after
Hi,
dinner.
sir.
You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble.
Ah, é?
Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45.
Ok.
I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort overstaying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I
Certo.
spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know
O
about
que é que
Emma.
hesitaste?
She did act a bit strange.
Emma. O que fez a
You
Emma?
know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock
Okay.
she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Tell me about Zachary.
Sim.
Did he
O
act
Zachary.
strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to...
Anything else
Sim.
you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Ferns...
Ah, é outra vez o Fernsby. Ou eles querem empurrar as culpas para o homem, ou então ele é mesmo
And he
suspeita.
seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
É isso.
I do have a lot to see to.
São estes dois.
Gregory Carlisle,
You're
can you
giving
tell
me
me
a bit
where
of
you were
anxiety,
yesterday
sir.
evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective.
Sim.
Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn.
Ah,
On the
é?
other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife.
É, estava tudo em casa e de repente está tudo fora.
Worse than death.
Não me cheira bem.
The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we
Pronto,
left.
quando saíste estava vivo o
I
homem.
stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Por
Tell me
acaso,
about Zachary.
sobre Zachary.
Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on
Triste,
the bottom,
ok.
but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays.
Pois, a
here.
única companhia.
Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not
Que é que
very
dizes isso?
thorough, huh?
Anything
estava melhor
else you'd
morto?
like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show.
Ah, é?
Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death.
Verdade.
She's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Pronto. Falta aquela.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Certo?
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
Sim.
How did you feel about Zachary?
Zachary, fala-me
Might as
dele.
well be honest. His presence was always
É
awkward.
esquisito.
But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about
Só gostava de
plants?
plantas, ok.
In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended.
Ah, é? Porque...
She supported his
Por que Alexa?
self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else?
Alguma coisa suspeita?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed.
Pois
not
tu,
just
badalhoca.
sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one.
Alexa é a mãe,
Letting
não
him
é?
believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Quem mais é suspeito? Quem mais poderá ser suspeito? Só se for o Butler agora.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
O que fizeste?
I spent the evening with Patrick.
Hmm.
We met after dinner and I went
Pá,
home
foi
in
ok,
the
o que o outro
morning.
disse.
He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlisle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Tu.
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary.
É.
I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor.
Ah.
My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort.
Certo.
I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can...
Can you tell me
Sim.
about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk.
Rebecca.
Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Tá. Tenho que falar com a Rebecca. Quem é a Rebecca?
I got word he's upset with Madame Carlisle.
Bom, se eu não consigo entrar no quarto da Rebecca de uma maneira. Dentro da outra, não é? Estou dentro. Investiga.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Ok, então não foi ela, não é? Tem alguma coisa aqui, não tem? Ah. Uma de duas pistas. Ah, é isto. É isto? É. Emma Gregor. Preciso vir a este. Alibi confirmed. Quem não temos o alibi confirmed é a Emma, que foi a mais suspeita, e o Mr. Fernsby. Deixa-me encontrar a outra pista. Ah, é aqui, ok. Whiskey scanned, ok. Portanto é este, não é? Emma and Gregory's room. Tem 4 pistas lá. Provavelmente dá para entrar aqui, não é? Yeah. Uma
Now
pista.
this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Ok. Sapatos. 2. Isto é?
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse.
Ok.
What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Mesmo. The greenhouse. Mas isto não está a correr bem para ti. Não te queria dizer nada. É isto? Será? É? 4 de 4. Temos que ir até à greenhouse. Deve ser aquilo, não é?
We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure.
Vou pegar aqui nisto.
He was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things handled Gregory and Emma.
Não ninguém vê, não?
I said that let him straight.
Tá?
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
Pega. Falta alguma coisa aqui. E isto, não é? Será? É.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlisle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlisle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47.
Yeah, me parecia que essa Emma era
I
maluca.
suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby.
Sim, senhor.
Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Não. Vou já contar. Bora, colega.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlisle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Sim, senhor. Já sabia que era Emma. Só de olhar para ela. E aquela hesitação que ela deu. Pronto.
This is Madame Carlisle's office. Please step inside.
Obrigado.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion.
Sim, senhora.
Take a seat, please. Go ahead.
Accuse Emma, né?
Your niece, Emma Carlisle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
Oh, é?
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother
Montgomery,
who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's
Mano.
preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No.
Ooh.
No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death.
Certo.
She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost, marry your heir Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlisles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gallery to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it.
Certo.
I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here.
Como quiseres.
I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
Vai-me dar assim? Não creio.
The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Sir.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlisle. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Ei?
Hello, sir.
Por que agora deu bugzinho ali? Agora só tenho que ir embora.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out. It's the Constantine. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Tá. O que aconteceu com ele, velho? Tá feito. Engraçado isto, fazer-me de detetive. Cutscene, bora lá. Não lhe deves nada.
47. Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
Mano.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Olha. Olha, ele tá ali.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away.
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Sim. Aí a maneira vai junto, pá. Este gajo vai conseguir de alguma maneira.
Tell the Constant to start running.
Hã?
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood.
E oh meu Deus, está a ficar épico, mano.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
Oh não.
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it.
E depois vai descobrir que fui eu. Oh não. Meu Deus, contrato do 47 para assassinar a família Burnwood.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight.
Morreu Lucas Gray.
We're all that's left now.
Não pode. E agora, velho? Acho que é isso. Fiquem bem, malta. Espero que tenham gostado. Likezinho e inscrição ajudam muito. E é isso. Até à próxima.